Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently at peace, and we are, of course, taking over the last little bit of the L cluster. And last episode, we outlined what the plan was for the rest of the series. And the plan relies on influence. So we're going to have to keep our influence generation up for a while. And we're going to need to take over these last couple of locations. So one more month tick. Actually, we can build this right now. I was thinking 76, but no, it's 67. We can get this right now, and then we can get these last two locations here. Then we're going to look to create claims out over here.
The conquest of a new world has
We don't
begun.
have the option to make claims on them. That's odd. Maybe it's because we don't have influence? Possibly. Let's go into this mode here. It'll take a little bit to load. And yeah, we can make claims on it this way. Okay, sure, whatever. So that'll be fine. These are like 35 each to make the claims. Yeah, all of them are going to be bordering us except maybe this one. Let's actually reload this and see 43 for that one, 17, 35, 17. Yeah, this is going to be fairly cheap. We can actually calculate how much this is going to cost. So let me pull up a calculator here. We've got, let me move this. It opened up directly over the screen, which is helpful. 43 plus 35 plus 35 plus, hang on, I messed up. That's unfortunate. I messed that up pretty badly. So we know that these two are 78, right? So 78 plus 35 plus 17 plus 17 plus...
Construction complete.
I typoed it again. I added 147. Minus 147. Okay. Plus 17. Okay, I'm very confused now. This is not going well. This is going very poorly. It's way too early in the morning for math. I'm recording this at like 7:30, and this is not going well at all. We'll come back to this. We know it's going to be like 300, somewhere
complete.
around there. Okay. So that's fine. We're going to move into Sethel back here, and we'll go ahead and get these terraforming over to continental worlds. Those will only take about a year, as we discovered last episode. So that'll be great. We also finished up these continental worlds, which we'll go ahead and colonize with our founder species. Beautiful. And then there was this world here, which will also be colonized. Fantastic. So all of this is going to be underway. And we just need these last two locations. So this is going to be 67 plus 67, or 134. So we definitely do need a fair amount of additional influence, right? No doubt about that. We don't have to make all of these claims at once. We can make them piecemeal. That would be completely fine. But we have a plan for taking care of the rest of the galaxy in 2 wars. In theory. I want to check in on the Corellians again. They are set to inferior at this point. Inferior and pathetic. Okay, good. That is a very, very good sign. We could definitely spend some of our alloys that we're banking up while we're waiting here. I'm not going to wait on maxing out our naval cap, but as long as we are waiting here for something entirely different than alloys, we may as well keep them spent, right? So I'm just going to come in here and we're going to build 2, 3, 4... hang on. Let me do some quick math again. This is going to go poorly, isn't it? What is 9514 minus 5466 divided by 260? 15. We're going to build 5 battleships here. Each of these are going to form the basis of a singular fleet. We're going to build 5 for now. In order to max this out, we need 15. We'll see how that timing is looking. I'm not convinced that it's going to be, correct. Now, we're already building to this fleet. And I'm wondering how that's going. So let's see here. This is the 8th fleet here. Fleet is already at full strength. It looks like they must just be moving here.
The conquest of a new world has begun.
We'll see. Okay, so we are definitely landing over here. That's great. We're at 53 influence right now, and we're going to build a starbase here in, looks like 3 months? 3 months. Then we just need Elthine, and then we can start looking at the Hadadeshian Guardians. That's the way that we should pronounce that. Fantastic. Of course, we've got some other locations out here that we'd love to grab. They're pretty expensive in terms of influence, and it's definitely not the top priority. The top priority is going to be claiming all of the Azantian assembly systems after the Hadadeshian. So that'll be the plan there. Cool. We're at 64 right now. Next month, we're going to be able to start constructing in Sethelbach. And we'll be, of course, delighted to do so. So we've got this 15th fleet here. This is all intended to be moved into new fleets, right? So we want to transfer these not to the 16th. I'm going to move the 16th now up to Seoul. And we're going to grab the 13th is at 258. Hang on, this is way too many Corvettes. Okay. So we're going to split off 6 of these Corvettes. These are the frigates here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we'll split these off, and these can be merged together with, like, not the 21st. We would need them to be merged with our moving fleet. Where's our moving fleet at? Well, actually, we can just move this down to... Okay, I'm very lost right now. Where are we? Monacadir. Here we go. We can move down to here, and that'll be fine. We have this fleet here. Right. Are you already there? The 17th. Yes. You're moving to Monacadir. The 8th is already at full strength. Okay. The 13th should probably get reinforced and apparently needs upgrades. Sure. Okay, we'll just leave this be for the moment. We've got the 15th down over here, and I want to split this fleet in half, and then split both of these in half. Okay, so all of these fleets are going to be chilling here. And we'll get them filled out soon enough. We're at 75 influence right now, so we're just going to grab Sethelbach. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to go into the fleet manager, and each of these are going to be set up the way that the 13th is. I don't know how this got the extra corvettes. That's bizarre.
Our ships have been made superior.
And now it's back up to 67? What? Why would you build corvettes? You're supposed to build the battleship. Okay. So now we're going to have a spare battleship here. Awkwardness is ensuing. No doubt about that. So we've got the 17th fleet here. We've got the 16th fleet here. Let's go ahead and move any fleets that are not at 260. Let's move them somewhere else. Just so that we can know where these are supposed to go, right? So all of these... Yeah, there's mass confusion occurring right now. I'm going to take all of them up to our mega shipyard that's up here. So where's that mega shipyard? I know it's up here somewhere. That's an L gate. I'm pretty sure that there's a mega shipyard here. In fact, I'm like 95% certain of this. You know what? It doesn't matter. We'll just have them all come down to Monacadir. So they're going to come in over here. And we'll get them sorted out. Basically, each one of these is probably going to end up becoming a fleet. But I want to look at the 13th here. What is going on with this? Why does the 13th have that? Okay, so let's find the 13th in the list. Here it is. 68 corvettes here. Because it has all of those. Okay.
The enemy
Go ahead
is
and upgrade
targeting
those.
one of our
That's the
stations.
problem. It's the wrong class of corvettes. Go ahead and get those upgraded, and that'll be happening at the Tau Ceti shipyard. So that is okay. We'll have to deal with those pirates. Where are they? Out over here again? Sure. We'll just send the 12th over to deal with that. That will not be a problem whatsoever. Beautiful. Okay, so the 13th fleet is heading over to Tau Ceti. To the mega shipyard here for upgrades. Okay, sounds good. So we're going to get all of those upgraded. I believe this is all going to be the wrong class of corvette. I don't know why these are being built.
Complete.
Like, where are these even coming from? That is not one of our ship designs. So, okay. Sure. We're definitely going to need to remove some of these wrong classes of corvettes, right? Those are going to get shifted over to be John Henry class. They're being retrofitted now. So in theory, we should be able to fix this, and we'll need to remove 8 John Henry class corvettes, which will be fine. We'll get those split off and get another fleet going, probably. Because at this point, we need, like, so many fleets if we're going to max that out. It's completely okay. So we've got the 16th fleet here, right? This is going to, of course, have 7 battleships. That was 8. There we go. And we're going to put in cruisers, destroyers, frigates, and corvettes. We're going to go for 11, 25, 50. Why is that 37? Okay, 50 and 60. Beautiful. And we can go ahead and reinforce that. That costs 61,000 alloys. Cool. We're probably going to have some living metal issues, aren't we? I suspect so. That said, we're gaining 4 per month, so that's not too bad. Yeah, that's not that bad. We'll go ahead and terraform these worlds over to continental ones. Beautiful.
Our ships
And
have
did we
been
colonize
made
these? I'm not sure we
superior.
did. We did not. So we'll go ahead and colonize these worlds. Beautiful. And our construction ship here can start heading over to Elthine. Excellent. The Delta Warrior Enclave is paying dividends. Sure. And I want to check in on these guys. Are they done upgrading? They are. So we now have 68 John Henry class corvettes, and we're going to need to transfer out 8 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. It did that very strangely, but sure. We're going to group these together. There we go. And now this, of course, needs a battleship. And is that what it gets? It should be. Yes, it gets a battleship. Perfect. Okay, we're going to grab the 136th fleet, and that's going to head over to Monakadir. Excellent. Gangsters are usurping trade. That's very rude of them. We'll go ahead and activate the Surveyor. And yeah, we've got this under control. No problem. We didn't suffer any losses here. We'll just head right on back to Sol. And these guys over here can head back to Sol as well. They will get their battleship eventually. Excellent. So, the 52nd fleet is there. Yeah. Where's the fleet that is in Monakadir that we just got put back together? Well, this is the wrong class of corvette here. As is this. So we'll get that upgraded. These are currently missing. Okay. We're definitely going to need to upgrade these to the John Henry class. I have no idea why it's not building them, but whatever. Okay. This is just battleships. Yup. We'll go ahead and take that up to 7. We'll add in cruisers, destroyers, frigates, and corvettes. And of course, we'll take this up to 11.
Our ships
25,
have been made superior.
50,
Our ships
and
have
60.
been made
Cool.
superior.
And we'll go ahead and reinforce this. 112 living metal. Okay, so living metal is going to be potentially problematic. The 16th fleet here is going to be needed
Construction complete.
to get a leader. Do we have an available one? Actually, yes. And there we go. We'll head over to Sol. And we're just going to continue maxing these out.
Our
We do
ships
have enough
been made
influence at this
superior.
point to grab Elthine. So we'll definitely do that. Beautiful. Elthine is under our control, and that puts the entire L cluster under our control, with the exception of terminal egress, but that's controlled by our vassal, and that's
The
completely
conquest
fine.
of a new world has begun.
Beautiful. So that will be done soon enough. We are, of course, going to need to continue to work on some of these. So the 15th fleet is the one that is currently being reinforced. That will need a leader. Do we have any available leaders currently? Yes. There we go. And we'll just go ahead and send that back to Sol. We know that that fleet is done. It just needs to wait on a couple of frigates to be built. So that looks okay. Yeah, it's completely done now. Beautiful. So how many more fleets do we have here? We have a number, for sure. We can grab, say, the 17th here. This is a Calhunadal class. Okay, so we're going to add in, we can't add more Titans, but we're going to add in all of these. And we're actually, these should not exist. Where are we getting these from, even? Are we getting them from, like, our vassals? I don't know where we're getting them from, but they should not exist. We're going to have 7 battleships, and we're going to go ahead and build those.
Construction complete.
So we'll get this all built for now, but we're going to need to take this up to, and that selected a different one. Okay, thanks. Perfect. Well, for now, this is fine. This is fine for the moment. We do have the 18th fleet up here, and it shouldn't be there. But I believe that was probably the one that was missing. Where are you at, 18th? In our very long list of fleets. In here somewhere. Here it is. Okay, so that's a battleship. We're going to take that back over this way. Cool. So obviously we do need to continue to work on all of this, right? We don't need this construction ship up here now. This can be gotten rid of. And we can terraform this, building a continental world here. Excellent. So that's the L cluster under our control. Now we need to save up enough to get these guys claimed. That won't be all that much.
Construction complete.
So that'll be good. We'll have no real problem with that. I don't know why this John Henry class corvette is here, but okay, we'll go ahead and bring it down to Monacadir. Every fleet now should be in either Sol or Monacadir, so let's make sure of that. Yes. Cool. Now where's that missing fleet? The 137th? This one. Okay. So this should be brought back to Monacadir. These are absolutely going to need to be upgraded. Noted. And we'll go ahead and colonize this world. Beautiful. And the 7th fleet here, or the 17th fleet rather, I want to disband these Calhunadal class corvettes. I don't even want them. Get out of here. Cool. So this should be up to 25. We need, no, this should be at 11. What am I doing? 11. This is at 25. 50 and 60. Cool. Go ahead and reinforce that. This fleet is now at full strength and can be moved. What fleet is this? The 17th? Right. It's in here somewhere. This one. This can now be moved to Sol, as it is a complete fleet. Excellent. And we can see the rest of these. There's a number of them to work on. No doubt about that. Let's go ahead and finish up our colonizations over here. We already got this one. Did we get this one? No. We'll go ahead and colonize that. And then this one as well. Excellent. So those are underway. And we're just going to have this one remaining world to colonize up here. So that looks great. Do we have any other worlds to work on? I don't think so. I just want to do a quick once over and double check that. Yeah, this all looks correct at this point. We have a ridiculous number of worlds. No doubt about that. Cool. How are we doing on living metal? We're at 75. We're almost certainly going to need to buy in some living metal here, which can be pretty expensive, but we'll go ahead and do that. Excellent. And now we can grab, say, the 32nd Fleet here. So we, of course... This is a 94th. And I can't scroll down. Okay. There we go. The 136th here is, I guess, what we'll work on. So battleship, cruiser, destroyer, frigate, we've already got the John Henry class. So that's looking good. We're going to need 7, 11, 25. Not 102. We're going to go down to 50 and 60. Cool. And we'll go ahead and reinforce that fleet. We're actually lacking a little bit of alloys, so we don't have the alloys to get this all done. Like I said, we're not going to be waiting on the alloys. We are currently influence limited. We are not military strength limited. So that was the 136th that we just got there, which is in here somewhere. This is a giant mess and is definitely not at all a problem. Okay, where are we at, 136th? It'll probably be easier to find it from this list. There we go. So they're going to need a leader. Do they have one available?
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
No. So we're going to need to recruit one. There we go. And then they're going to head over to Seoul, along with literally everyone else. Beautiful. So now we can bank up alloys again. We know it's around 60,000 alloys per fleet. And we know that there's a number of fleets here that we want to get set up. So that's fine. We are currently at 68 influence. And we're negative in our energy credits, which isn't hugely shocking. But that is reasonably fine. So we're definitely going to need more influence to claim all of this. Let's go ahead and go into this map mode, in the claims map mode. Indeed. We're definitely going to need more. So these two are 17. And then we have, what, 4 35s and then a 43. Okay, let's figure out the actual number. Is it late enough in the day for math now?
Complete.
17 times 2 plus, and that is, of course, 34, plus 35, 35, 35, and 35. So that gives us 174, and then add in 43. So we need 217 is what we need here to get this all claimed.
The world has begun.
Okay, we have like a third of that, so that's not too bad. I want to check up over here. This is still terraforming for another 120 days. Okay, we'll let that continue to tick.
The conquest of a new world has begun.
And the 32nd Fleet here is going to need cruisers, destroyers, frigates, and corvettes. 7 and 11 and 25. Not 109. We need 50 and 60. There we go. So we'll go ahead and hit the reinforced fleet button, but we will require additional alloys for a while there, and that's fine. We're completely and totally okay with that. I want to make sure that every single fleet that is here, the 137th is... Is the 137th supposed to be here? Hang on. Let's take a look at this. We have a few ships. There's no doubt about that. I'm looking for the one that is substantially weaker than the others. This one. Okay, you're here for upgrades. Not the best place to upgrade, if you ask me, but sure. As soon as you're done with those upgrades, get out of here and go to Monocadir. There you go. Cool. We just need to get these converted over to our setup. So that'll be fine. They're upgrading there, no problem. And we will, of course, continue to reinforce these fleets eventually. Eventually. For right now, I'm not that interested in getting them done. I mean, it's nice to do. It's nice to make our way towards this naval cap, but we don't need the force. All we need here is the influence, and we now officially have 90. So we need, what, 105 to be halfway, yeah. So this is going to be only 2 months until we're halfway there on the influence for these guys. Of course, we're going to need some influence on the Azantean Assembly as well, but we don't need that before the first war. So the question is, how much do we actually need for this? We've got 35. If we can come down here, 35, 35, 35, 26. Okay, so that's not so bad. Did we see these? I'm not sure if we did. 43, 35, 35, 43. Okay, so that's what we're going to need before we declare our big war, right? We'll definitely colonize here. We don't necessarily need the Awoken. There we go. We'll go ahead and colonize up here, and we're going to go after the Guardians very soon. Realistically, we're going to go after them with only a couple of fleets. Yeah, we definitely don't need all of our fleet power here. That's for sure. We can continue to work on the 32nd Fleet. That'll be great. We're definitely pumping those ships out very, very quickly. We're up to 66 through 38 for our naval cap here. We're not quite to our maximum naval cap, but we're, you know, like 2/3 of the way there. Not bad at all. I like it. Okay, well, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to take out the Hadadeshi Guardians. But before we go, I want to hop in over here, go to Earth, and definitely pre-queue up a bunch of clone armies. We're almost certainly going to need them. So we're going to queue up a bunch of these real quick. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, Emlohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Rogue Corvid, Anna the Elephant, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.